Hello my fellow Fae friends, welcome to my channel. This is Garden Fairy. We have been experiencing some technical difficulties, and these technical difficulties have caused me to lose all the characters that I had set up on here for the channel and for fun. And I didn't realize that there were sound settings that were messed up. So the first two videos, first one of 15 minutes and then the other one that was around half an hour, those have absolutely no sound at all. And because of that, I had not gotten the information in that I wanted to make sure that was there. So a quick recap, this is an Argonion character. We have just escaped Helgen and we are heading over to Riverwood. I recommend quick saving. This guy is going to end up getting annoying, so you know, be prepared for that. This is still going to be the Play With Me series. However, we are basically going to be starting it from scratch. Before we had the technical difficulties, I had roughly 9, possibly 10 videos that I had been trying to upload to the channel, and because of all the technical issues, the technical difficulties, I'm not 100% sure that they even uploaded. So what we are going to do from here on out is there's going to be somewhat of a different approach.
Listen,
I will be creating a character,
really use someone like you.
of
If
course,
the rebels have
all
themselves a dragon,
females,
Tullius is the only one who can stop them.
but I'll be creating at least one toon for each of the races. By the way, what I am doing is I'm collecting things for the alchemy skill. But anyway, I am going to be creating a toon for each of the races. I'll be going through as we're playing and telling you what I like about each character, what I don't like about each character. I'll be going back and forth between views from this one to this one, and just all in all having a different approach to it, entirely. So things will be slightly different. If you've been to my channel before, you'll notice. If you haven't, well, I welcome you to go and check my channel and watch the different videos that are here. There is also going to be another series. It will be different games that are in what is now the PlayStation Plus games section. I do not like the fact that PlayStation has changed things like the way they did. I find it to be completely inconvenient and fully unnecessary. the PlayStation Now was actually perfect. And at this point in time, with the fact that it's been changed, I I don't like it. I find it annoying now instead of the convenience that it was supposed to have been. But anyway, we're going to follow him down here. Now, for this character, or this toon, however you want to put it, I did not activate survival mode. I kept it normal. Survival mode takes away fast travel. And although I do like survival mode, I did not want to have it for this character. I want you guys to see the difference when it comes to this. Okay, here we have 3 different guardian stones. We're going to be choosing one of these. I normally go for the warrior. This is the thief stone. Those under the sign of the thief will learn all stealth skills 20% faster. You may only have 1 sign blessing at a time. This is the mage stone. Those under the stone of the mage will learn all magic skills 20% faster. You may only have 1 sign blessing at a time. And then over here is the one that I normally go for. Those under the sign of the warrior will learn all combat skills 20% faster. You may only have 1 sign blessing at a time. This is what happens when you accept. Alright. Now, the water is both dangerous and helpful. You can use it to help you when you're over encumbered as long as you don't get stuck. Now, if you decide that you do not want to do the alchemy skill, you can always go through and just sell the ingredients that you end up getting. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to quick save right here. And we're gonna go right on up here. If I'm not mistaken, there is a camp up here, or a, not a camp, a Talos shrine. Oh, no, Ember Shard Mine. We are going to quick save, and then we're going to go right back down. After we go through and we take care of a couple of things over here in Riverwood, we will come back and we'll take a look at that. Now along here, it's actually up here more, there is a section where we will find a nest of slaughterfish eggs right by the water. So what we're going to end up doing once we find that nest is we are going to collect the eggs. So just paying attention to see exactly where it is that we are heading. And well, I should say while we are heading over here, it should be somewhere close. Okay, it's not there. Some wolves. Those are, they will be coming down to us. Eventually. Normally. I think it might be up there a ways. Now, one of the things that you can do if you really want to, I find myself doing it a lot when I'm over encumbered because of the fact that, you know, I get irritated or I get bored just walking. Just do that for a small burst. It's actually the first time that I have not had them come right out at me. Quite interesting. I'm going to put that away. Come through. Gotta go over here. I'm gonna collect all of these. Over here. Now, this up here. This is the slaughterfish egg nest that I told you about. That's what it's going to look like before and after you harvest. This is a nern root. I normally don't recommend collecting it when you're over encumbered, but if you're able to, that's a good thing. Come on. Oh, no. Not gonna be able to. It won't let me jump. Okay. So we'll just go ahead and we'll walk right back over and we'll get it when we unload a little bit. I always end up changing the armor as quickly as possible because I do not want to be attacked by stormcloaks through the entire game. Not until I choose to join the Imperials. And I don't want to be attacked by the Imperials until I choose to be a Stormcloak. Now, I always end up being a companion, and I always end up becoming a werewolf. So, pardon me. I am considering making a character become a vampire. Alright, first thing we're going to do, since we made it to Riverwood, we're not going to bother talking to
Feindor
everybody.
thinks he can woo Camilla Valerius away from me. She's already mine, I keep telling him.
So we're going to come in here, and we're going to do this section.
Sigrid, we have company.
Now this is where I will go like this, in this view.
I hope that dragon isn't still flying around here somewhere.
Who were those other prisoners?
You didn't know? That was Ulfric Stormcloak and his top lieutenants.
He's a traitor of some kind? Or... I don't pay much attention to current events. I think I'm gonna go with he's a traitor of some kind.
Right, the leader of the Stormcloaks. They claim to be fighting for Skyrim's freedom, but the war is really all about Ulfric wanting to be High King of Skyrim.
Who are the Stormcloaks?
You haven't heard of the civil war in Skyrim? I guess down in Cyrodiil, people have other things to worry about. It's pretty simple. Ulfric founded the Stormcloaks years ago, as a sort of private army to advance his ambitions. He's always used the ban on the worship of Talos to stir people up against the Empire. He never succeeded in getting much support, so a few months ago he murdered the High King. That got the Empire's attention.
How did you capture Ulfric?
A masterstroke by General Tullius. He's only been in charge here for a few months, but he's turned things around for the Empire. We've been trying to catch Ulfric since the war started, but he always seemed to slip through our fingers, like he knew we were coming. This time, the general turned the tables on him. Ulfric rode right into our ambush with only a few bodyguards. He surrendered pretty meekly too. So much for his death or glory reputation. I thought we were taking Ulfric back to Cyrodiil, but I guess the general changed his mind. You know the rest.
I thought dragons were all dead long ago.
So did I. If the damn Stormcloak somehow found one, or woke it up, the war might be about to take an ugly turn. Hard to believe it was just a coincidence, that the first dragon anyone's seen for centuries attacks just as Ulfric was about to be executed.
You really think I should join the Imperial Legion?
Of course. I know today wasn't the best introduction to the Legion, but I hope you'll give us another chance. The Legion could really use someone like you, especially now. And if the rebels have themselves a dragon, General Tullius is the only one who can stop them.
You think General Tullius knows where that dragon came from? Or... General Tullius ordered my execution. Why would I want to help him? I'm gonna start with this one up here. Then I'll do the other one later. So, you think General Tullius knows where that dragon came from?
No, not yet. After all, a dragon, something out of old tales and legends. No one could have expected that. But you can bet he'll be trying to figure it out. This could shift the whole balance of the war. If you want to help stop that dragon, your best bet is to go to Solitude and join up with the Legion.
I'll have to think about it. Or, you make a good case. Maybe I will join up. I'll have to think about it.
Sure, I understand. It's not easy to go from being executed by the Legion one day to joining up the next. But I think you'll see that the Legion is Skyrim's only hope for real peace right now. I know you'll make the right choice in the end.
Hadvar, we've been so worried about you. Come, you two must be hungry. Sit down and I'll get you something to eat.
Now then, boy. What's the big mystery? What are you doing here looking like you lost an argument with a cave bear?
I don't know where to start. You know I was assigned to General Tullius' guard. We were stopped in Helgen when we were attacked by a dragon.
A dragon? That's ridiculous.
Go right here.
You aren't drunk, are you, boy?
Husband, let him tell his story.
Not much more to tell. This dragon flew over and just wrecked the whole place. Mass confusion. I don't know if anyone else got out alive. I doubt I'd made it out myself if not for my friend here. I need to get back to Solitude and let them know what's happened. I thought you could help us out. Food, supplies, a place to stay.
Of course. Any friend of Hadvar's is a friend of mine. I'm glad to help however I can. Like I said, I'm glad to help in any way I can. But I need your help. We need your help.
Alright, we're going to take everything here. The belted tunic, bread, carrot, all of it. So...
The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever soldiers he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt.
how do I get to Whiterun from here?
Cross the river and then head north. You'll see it just past the falls. When you get to Whiterun, just keep going up. When you get to the top of the hill, you're at Dragon's Reach, the Jarl's palace.
What can you tell me about the Jarl?
Jarl Balgruuf, he rules Whiterun Hold. A good man, perhaps a bit overcautious, but these are dangerous times. So far, he's managed to stay out of the war. I'm afraid it can't last, though.
Which side of the war does he favor?
I don't think he likes either Ulfric or Elisif much. Who can blame him? But I've no doubt he'll prove loyal to the Empire in the end. He's no traitor.
You support the Empire, then?
Of course. Skyrim has always been part of the Empire. That doesn't mean I support everything the Empire's been doing lately. But Nords have never been fair-weather friends.
Who's Elisif?
Ah, I forget you're new to Skyrim. Jarl Elisif, I should say. Although only because she was married to Jarl Torygg when he was murdered. Ulfric murdered Torygg, you know. Walked right into his palace in Solitude and killed him. Shouted him to death, if you believe the stories. That's what started this whole war. The Empire couldn't ignore that. Once the Jarls start killing each other, we're back to the bad old days.
Can I use your forge?
I see no harm in it, if you have the skill. The grindstone will improve your weapons. Use the table to improve your armor. If you've got the raw materials, You can use the forge to make something new.
What can you tell me about Riverwood?
Gerder's family first settled here as woodcutters a few generations ago. She and Hod run the mill. I make a decent living sharpening axes and fixing the sawmill.
What do you think about the war?
People are rightly stirred up about the damn Thalmor being allowed to roam around arresting people, just for worshipping Talos. But was it worth tearing Skyrim apart and maybe destroying the Empire? No. Ulfric will have a lot to answer for in the end. Nords have always supported the Empire, and the Empire has always been good for Skyrim.
Why are the Thalmor allowed to arrest people for worshipping Talos?
It's from that treaty that ended the Great War, remember? When the Emperor was forced by the Thalmor to outlaw Talos worship. We didn't pay much attention to it when I was a boy. Everyone still had their little shrine to Talos. But then, Ulfric and his Sons of Skyrim started agitating about it. Sure enough, the Emperor had to crack down. Dragging people off in the middle of the night. One of the main causes of this war, if you ask me.
Alright,
Aye.
Did you
Now-
really see a dragon? What did it look like? Did it have big
it's
teeth?
time to take
Well, I'd better get some sleep. Don't mind me, though. You two make yourselves at home.
some supplies.
It's nice to be back in a friendly spot, huh? Listen, I'm going to lay up here for a while. You can make your own way to Solitude from here. I'd recommend heading to Whiterun, just down the road from here. From there you can take a carriage to Solitude.
Now, everything will regenerate after a bit. It does take some time, but everything regenerates eventually, as far as I know. So, I suggest taking as much as you can. I suggest not stealing, because the stealing will end up making it really hard for you to be able to progress. Unless that's the route you end up doing. I try not to steal from the people that I plan to have for allies.
Did you really see a dragon?
Take the axe. Search the table. I'll leave that.
Make yourself at home.
If you see something in the red, that means that it's...
You're pretty. I'll
you know,
give you that. Just stay away from my husband.
gonna be
Alvar.
counted as stolen. So I don't recommend doing that. Let's see, troll fat. Steel armor, no. Iron sword. Dagger. Gauntlets. Cross mirror. hunting bow.
What do you need?
Take the arrows. Now we're gonna come up here and we're gonna head on outside.
Keep your guard up.
After we use the cooking pot.
I hope I'll see
when
you in
someone
solitude.
else is using
Good
it,
luck.
It'll tell us up in the upper left-hand corner. Cooking. Cooking pots allow you to cook food that restores your health or provides other temporary effects. Each recipe requires specific culinary ingredients that can be found throughout Skyrim. Cook that. Grill the leeks. Pheasant roe. Rabbit potato soup. Which, there are actually only a few of those that I like. Down here, the miscellaneous. We don't have any chokeberries, so we can't make those. Alright, now we're going to go into this view. Now after we head out here, it will save. See, I believe this. See, is that the inn? Nope, Riverwood Traders. We're gonna come over here and we are going to get a room because we won't be able to sleep over at the house, even though, you know, technically we could, but it'll be a little harder with someone
are you
actually
listening?
there.
Hard not to.
The ale is going bad. We need to get a new batch.
Okay.
Did you hear me?
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell.
Can I use the alchemy lab?
Long as you clean up. You know how to use it, right? Mix a couple of ingredients together, see what happens. A little weed and blisterwort makes a healing potion, if you didn't know. We have plenty of ingredients for sale, too.
I'm looking for work. Got any leads?
Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter.
Heard any rumors lately?
There have been whispers. A boy up in Windhelm, name of Aventus Aretino, been trying to contact the Dark Brotherhood.
Heard any rumors lately?
Have you seen that shrine of Azura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see.
Another, have you heard any rumors?
Lucan at the Riverwood Trader had his store broken into the other night. Oddly enough, barely anything's been stolen.
Any bounty work I can help with?
Of course. It's all in this note.
Do you know where I can find some work?
Of course. It's all in this note.
I guess you don't have potatoes in your ears after all. Just make sure we get a fresh batch in soon.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell. Need a room? Talk to Delphine.
What have you got for sale?
Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
Barter. Items above the divider line belong to the vendor. Items below the line belong to you. To buy or sell an item, select it and press X. Do apple pie, cooked beef, the pogfish, pork loaf, milk. Ingredients. Sell the wine. The mead. Back up here to the ingredients. I'm in need of some work. Do you have anything for me?
Of course. It's all in this note. I'm just a cook, lass.
And the reason I keep
They
going
say
for
a
the
dragon
rumors
attacked Helgen. Sounds like hogwash to me.
is
Word is, Ulfric's Stormcloak escaped from the Imperials. War's
It
only gonna get
will-
worse now.
fade or go away when there's no more.
Until next time. I ain't looking to make friends. You like skeever liver? No? Tough luck.
I guess I should have talked to her about the room before doing all this. Alchemy Lab. You can create potions and poisons by combining 2 or more ingredients that share a common effect. Experiment with different ingredients to learn their effects. Now we're going to quit. A quick way to figure out at least the first one, the first effect for each of these. We are going to eat one of each of these. So everything that only has the name of the ingredient with no number, when we eat it, it's going to consume it completely. Everything that has the ingredient and the number, we're just going to be eating one of those items, so the number will just be going down. So, here we go. Blister wart, or no, bear claws. Sorry about that. Blister wart, blue mountain, bone meal, chicken egg, creep cluster, dragon tongue, elf's ear, frost mirror, garlic, which is also used for some of the cooking, mora tapenella, Nordic barnacle, purple mountain flower, red mountain flower, salt pile, skeever tail, slaughterfish egg, snowberries, spider egg, thistle branch, troll fat, wheat. Okay. Alright, now we are going to put that up. Alchemy Lab.
Until next time.
You're that visitor been poking around.
Give me a mug of ale.
Coming right up.
to decide exactly how I want to do this. So, what we will do is we're going to scroll down and we'll do some restore health. And square will craft it. Then we'll do resist frost, resist poison, restore magicka, and we'll do a damage, stamina, poison. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to do some random combinations. See, we discovered a couple of new effects. So there we go. Now that's always a good thing. Now when you go through and you do this, you're going to notice that some of them will blur out. And that's because either it doesn't work, that's going to make it to where we will be able to go through and we'll be able to get some sleep.
You're that visitor been poking around. I'm the innkeeper. It's my business to keep track of strangers.
Okay.
Sure thing.
Room.
It's yours for a day.
We're going to come over here. And okay, apparently that's not the one. Normally we get shown where we're supposed to go. There we go. 8, 9, 10. We're going to go for 4 hours. Okay, now we're well rested. Now we're going to go back out. And we're going to head over to the blacksmith.
Stupid dog.
Collect these.
Good dog.
Oh, Faendal is the other one that is trying to get Camilla Valerius's affections. And because of that...
Take what you need, my friend. Within reason, of course. Whatever you need. My Ysmir, if it's simple and strong, I can forge it.
What have you got for sale?
Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Now we're gonna come down here to the weapons. Sell almost everything. Now, here's where you really need to pay attention. When you have a weapon or an armor equipped, if you go too fast, you're going to end up making your person naked or defenseless. So make sure that you go until there's no number. And keep the woodcutter's axe, because if not, then you're not going to be able to go through and I forgot what I was playing. Okay, down to the miscellaneous. We need those. Oh, son of a biscuit eater, I
finest
forgot
weapons and armor.
to get the stuff. Let's see. It's the hunting bow. Okay. Steel sword, 139. We're gonna go ahead and grab that. And we're going to get the arrows. And the hunting bow. We're gonna come down here. We're going to sell that. And the longbow. Now, granted, that took us down. Watch this. Going
Yes,
to help
actually.
around the forge.
How about you smith me an iron dagger? Here's everything you need to make one. Go ahead. Good day.
Okay, we're gonna come over here. The blacksmith forge is used to create new weapons and armor from raw materials. You want an iron dagger, so we're gonna go down. We're gonna
That's a
create
decent
that.
weapon to make.
Oh, we are also going to use the tanning rack real quick. Tanning rack is used to turn animal hides to leather and cut leather into strips. Both leather and leather strips are used in creating and improving weapons and armor. So we're going to do that.
You look at iron or steel is what you need. Lead, not bad, but it's a little
I
dull.
apologize, I went a
How
little
about you
fast.
sharpen it up?
I'm still
Just
trying
need
to
a
remember
bit of
not to
metal
rush
and the
through.
grindstone over there. Until next time.
Okay, grindstone. Grindstone to improve weapons. All improvements require specific materials which you can buy or find in the world. So the iron dagger will be first. We'll do the steel sword and the hunting bow.
Take whatever you need. Buy Ismir if it's simple and strong. I can forge it.
I've sharpened the iron dagger.
This looks good. You put time into your blades. They'll serve you well when you need them. You want to keep helping? How about you make some armor? Let's start by tanning some leather on the rack. Mm-hmm. You the sneaky type? Got some nice daggers around here somewhere.
Here's that leather you wanted.
Ah, good. A lot of weapons and armor need leather for straps, fittings, that kind of thing. Let's see if you can make a hide helmet. Here's the rest of what you need. Aye.
Hide helmet.
You looking for a new blade? Iron or steel is what you need. Leave that fancy elven stuff to the elves.
Here's a hide helmet.
I should hire you to be my assistant at this rate. Let's improve the fit. Take this leather to the workbench over there. Aye.
Use workbenches to improve armor. All improvements require materials. The amount of improvement depends on your smithing skill.
Take what you need, my friend. Within reason. Whatever you need. My spear, if it's simple and strong, I can forge it.
I've tempered the hide helmet.
You have talent. Keep working at your craft, and you'll be a fine smith one day. Why don't you keep that dagger and helmet? Maybe you'll remember me when you're making Skyforge steel, huh? Until next time.
Alright, now, leather. We're going to do the leather scout armor. Alright, now let's level up. Now, before I read this, when you don't have the survival mode activated, then you can level up as soon as it's ready. When you do have it leveled, when you do have the survival mode activated, you can only level up when you're sleeping. So I'm going through and I'm showing you the differences. Leveling up. When your level increases, you must choose to increase your health, magicka, or stamina. You can also select a new perk at this time or save it for later. Available perks are highlighted in each constellation. So what we're going to do is we're going to level up our health first. And we're going to come over and I'm going to go ahead and increase smithing. So we are now a level 2. I'm going to quick save. And we're going to go over here to the items, up to the apparel, and we are going to put on the leather scout armor. And we'll go over here.
I could forge you a warhammer that would crush a giant's head like a walnut.
See what he has for sale.
Take a look.
Come down to the apparel and we are going to sell the Imperial Light Armor. Alright. And this is going to be where we go ahead and end our video. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that I happened to fix the technical difficulties. So please remember, it is okay to game. It's okay to be a gamer. Just don't let it take over your life. Happy gaming.